我们现在来解决健康的这一部分哦。一如老师常常在讲说，我们的0岁到20岁的时候，我们解决自学习的这一块。一到大学毕业之后，我们开始来解决财经的这一块。所以从0岁到20岁学习端，从20岁到40岁的时候，我们在解决这个家财富端。从40岁到60岁，我们会发现自己身体健康慢慢的怎么样变不好了哈。所以从40岁到60岁，我们就解决健康端。而到了80岁，对不对？60岁到80岁，觉得心灵越来越空虚，为什么？健康端越来越糟糕，财经端怎么样？可能一辈子赚多少财富买不回他的健康，于是感觉到自己很多人生的价值都没有做，于是就开始慢慢的去寻找什么心灵端。那今天我们就要解决健康的这个部分。好，大家都在思考到陈华老师为什么陈华老师今天可以做这么多的事情？大家都知道老师有创造几个企业，老师有写了78本书了。好，所以老师可以闲暇时间就写书，又可以创造出那么多的企业。可是我多余的时间全部都用来教书，每天可以看到老师非常的辛苦，为什么身体健康还能够这么好？我今天就要把这个机密能够告诉大家，希望大家也能够跟我一样有这样子的身体，也能够创造出源源不断的创意，能够把人生的价值更快速的提升。但很多人都告诉我说，我每天都在运动，每天我也很注意我的饮食，为什么我的身体健康却一天比一天糟，甚至于他没有办法像成功者一样具备这样子的身体，去创造这么多大脑的思绪与创意。我要报告大家一件事情，其实健康是全方位的哦。如果我们今天来看一个这个东西，来，假设这里有一个池子里面它有一个脸盆好了，里面摆着2只的鱼，这2只的鱼，一只运动，另外一只只是在走路，一个用疯狂的运动，一个只是不断在走路。请问这2只鱼之后，哪一只鱼它会健健康康的活到长命百岁呢？我相信大家一定会认为是这一只拼命不断的运动的鱼，就是运动量越大的人越健康，对还是不对？可是我亲眼目睹这2只鱼的下面有一把火正在一直不断的烧，水滚了，2只鱼哪一只鱼会死呢？其实2只鱼都会死。所以我要告诉大家一件事情，就是说整个的大环境其实就跟这个正在燃烧的脸盆意思是一样的。整个臭氧层已经破裂了，整个空气里面充斥了能够让我们身体病变悬浮的粒子。整个大环境一直不断的在变化的同时，我们多运动多努力，能够让我们身体能够更健康的。所以有这样子的概念，我们可以去做一件事情就老师在教这一个健康端之前，麻烦大家可以先回去看一看这一个环保的简报。这个乔治环保的简报，大家可以稍微去瞄瞄，然后大家可以去看一下这个是马来西亚的人协会所写出来的这些会去制造出整个环境对人体伤害的东西，大家可以去看一下这里面的内容，看看哪些是真的会让我们身体无论如何在补充食物，无论如何我们再怎么运动，我们都难逃一死的这些东西，大家回去看一看。然后接下来我们可以回去上我们 YouTube 去看一部影片，叫做《环境对身体的伤害》。这部影片看完了之后，等大家把里面的观念一旦弄清楚，观念清楚了之后，原因只要知道了，我们结果很快速的就会变成好的结果，好不好？我们大家一起来理解一下这整个环境对人体的伤害之后，等到大家思考一致性的时候，老师就很快速的可以让大家帮助大家如何跟老师能够一样。
This is a story about a world obsessed with stuff. It's a story about a system in crisis. We're trashing the planet, we're trashing each other, and we're not even having fun. The good thing is that when we start to understand the system, we start to see lots of places to step in and turn these problems into solutions. Can I tell you, I love my Pantene Pro V. Of the dozen or so personal care products that I use every day, it's the one I can't live without. Says it gives my dull hair the ultimate cool shine. How does it do that? I was wondering that while I was lathering it in my hair one day, so I read the ingredients right here. Sodium lauryl sulfate, tetrasodium EDTA, methyl isothiazolinone. What is this stuff? I took this list to some scientists who know how to read it. Turns out my Pantene contains a chemical linked to cancer. And lots of other products in my bathroom, from sunscreen to lipstick and even baby shampoo, also contain chemicals linked to cancer or other problems like learning disabilities, asthma, and even damaged sperm. Like most parents, I try to keep my family safe. But now I find out my bathroom is a minefield of toxins? What are we supposed to do? To find out the answers, we have to go back to one of the key features of our materials economy: toxics in, toxics out. If, at the factory, you pour toxic chemicals into a product, like baby shampoo, you're going to wind up with toxic baby shampoo. And toxics in workers, communities, and, babies. So let's take a closer look at this toxic outrage where it seeps into our lives every day, in the bathroom. The average woman in the U.S. uses about 12 personal care products daily. The average man about 6. Each product containing a dozen or more chemicals. Less than 20% of chemicals in cosmetics have been assessed for safety by the industry's safety panel, so we just don't know what they do to us when we use them. Would you fly on an airline that only inspects 20% of its planes? Of course, not all of these chemicals are dangerous, but we know that many are. Some are carcinogens. That means that they can cause cancer. Others are neurotoxins and reproductive toxins, proven to mess up brain development and reproduction in animals. Wait a minute, we're animals too. It's like a giant experiment. We're using all these mystery chemicals and just waiting to see what happens. One thing we do know is that they're getting inside us. I had my body's toxicity levels tested, and I'm loaded with things like mercury, flame retardants, triclosan, and lead. We all are. Even babies are being born pre-polluted. Now, I know we can't live in a lead-free world, but do we have to put lead in our lipstick? I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I just bought the wrong thing. At the store, the choices seem endless. I can get lipstick in 49 shades, or shampoo for hair that's too dry, oily, fine, limp, or frizzy. But what about the choices that really matter? Like the choice to buy products that are safe? It turns out the important decisions don't happen when I choose to take a product off the shelf. They happen when companies and governments decide what products should go on the shelves. So who are these companies? This is Procter & Gamble. They're the ones offering me Herbal Essences, the #2 shampoo in the country. It contains toxic petrochemicals made from oil. Since when is oil an herb? On cosmetics labels, words like herbal, natural, even organic have no legal definition. That means that anybody can put anything in a bottle and call it natural, and they do. I mean, can you imagine a top seller called Petro Essences? Gross. What's even nastier are hair relaxers marketed to 5-year-olds and skin whitening creams. These are super toxic, both in their ingredients and in the message they send about what beauty is. Ooh, here's Estee Lauder offering me a chance to help find a cure for breast cancer. That's nice. But wait, they're also using chemicals linked to cancer. Don't you think the best way for Estee Lauder to fight cancer is to stop using those chemicals in the first place? So really, I get to choose between meaningless claims on a bottle. But these guys get the real choice about what goes into those bottles. And that happens back here, at the factories where they're formulated. Why do the makers of these products use all these toxics? Are they trying to poison us? No, they're just working from a 1950s mindset when people were totally swept up in better living through chemistry. In all that excitement, they forgot to worry about human health impacts. That was years ago, and they are still using these same old toxic chemicals. Today, big cosmetics companies say the doses of poison in their products are small enough to be harmless. Yeah, maybe if you use them once a year. I guess they never get out and see that their products are being used and combined with other products every day. A little toxic dose under your arms, a little more on your hair, on your lips. And workers in nail and hair salons get dosed all day long. So the industry is used to doing things this way, and they can, because even now that scientists have linked the chemicals they're using to all sorts of problems, there are no laws to get rid of them. You're thinking, really? Come on, nobody's making sure that the stuff we smell over our bodies is safe? Nope. The FDA doesn't even assess the safety of personal care products or their ingredients. Since 1938, they've banned just 8 out of over 12,000 ingredients used in cosmetics. They don't even require that all of the ingredients be listed on the label. Now, this is an example where we can all agree a little more government action would be helpful. This lack of regulation leaves a huge hole that the cosmetics industry is all too happy to fill. They set up their own committee to self-police their products, and compliance with their recommendations is voluntary. So the cosmetics industry is making the rules and then deciding whether or not to follow them. So you see, it isn't our fault that these toxic products are in our bathrooms. It's a whole broken system that's ignoring the simple rule: toxics in, toxics out. But we're not helpless. There are resources online that we can use to protect ourselves by identifying the best possible choices in the store. But the real action is with people working to change the system. Because if we really want to solve this problem, we got to start here with these guys. Women, parents, workers, people all over the country are demanding that Congress pass a new law, giving FDA the power to make sure that our personal care products are safe. We need common sense laws based on the precautionary principle. That means that when you're dealing with hazardous chemicals, just err on the side of caution. Let's not debate how much lead should be allowed in lipstick. Just get the toxic chemicals out of our products. Smarter laws would force companies to get past that old 50s mindset and figure out how to get us all clean and shiny without toxic chemicals. Can they? Totally. Many responsible cosmetics companies are already putting safer products on the market. Green chemists are developing substances that are designed to be safe and non-toxic in the first place. European governments have required the removal of many toxic chemicals, and companies have figured out how to comply. When cosmetics are reformulated to be safe and labeled honestly, then we can feel comfortable with the choices available at the store. We can choose bouncy hair or full hair, shiny lipstick or matte. We can even choose to feel beautiful without using 20 products. But we'll know that whatever we choose, the most important choice, the choice to be safe and healthy, has already been made.
好，接下来我就要把我身体为什么可以健康，以及大脑为什么每天会有这样子的排列思考的创造力，我会把这个秘密告诉大家。好，大家仔细思考一下。今天我们讲说，人的身体里面，你看老师的本身的组织，这个组织里面其实有个很小很小的组成的成分，就是我们小学就已经学过的这个东西，叫做细胞。细胞本身分作细胞膜，它里面有细胞质。在更圆里面，正中心圆心里面这个东西叫细胞啊。原本这个细胞应该是白白胖胖非常健康，里面充斥的 DNA 应该都是很健康的。好，那这个 DNA 可以创造出很健康的细胞膜，而这个细胞膜可以用一个很重要的功能，就是人体的免疫的系统，它的防护的系统，就像植物的细胞壁，如果把它破坏掉，这个植物很快就死掉了。所以人的细胞膜一旦萎缩，这个人的身体健康会一直往下淡。那如何能够维持这个 DNA 本身非常的健康？这个时候有2个很重要的东西，就是我们中医常常在讲的气跟血。而这个气跟血就不是